What's up guys, this is Astranox. It's time for the showcase of the specialty change of Glenn, Vigilante Leader Glenn. The damage is ridiculous. This hero is self-sufficient with greater attack buff and critical hit chance buff. It's ridiculous how many stats you have available and what kind of builds you can pull with this hero. And he will bring the pain, especially versus ice heroes. 25% more damage versus ice heroes, not elite, monsters, not bosses. Remember that though. Okay, so I have his imprint, self imprint activated so I can push his damage further. But if I'm not doing the showcase, I'm gonna turn on the team imprint. It's too much value with all the damage dealers that I bring along with him. I just wanted to push the damage as much as possible so you guys can tweak accordingly. Maybe you need less offense, which is gonna be the case in most scenarios. So here I have him on speed and penetration set to push the damage as much as possible on Portrait of the Saviors. He has 216 speed, over 3500 attack, which is ridiculous. Almost maximum critical hit damage, 345, 5 more I'm at max. I have 40 effectiveness so I can bring him in PvE content as well, or use his defense break on skill 1 to clean up. Maybe I get lucky with a dual attack or something like that, right? Always cool when it does happen. So let's pay attention here to the damage he's able to do versus ice heroes. Initially, I'm not going to soul burn his skill number 2, his big heavy nuke, right? You will see the damage. It's ridiculous considering the fact that his soul burn, guys, deals 46.6% more damage. I've tested it in Banshee versus the same monster. It's a ridiculous amount of damage increase for only 10 souls. Look at that. Over 20,000 damage, 20,500. There's Adamant Shield, well, stronger Adamant Shield. There's Crimson Armin in that team, guys. Like, that is without the soul burn. Almost 50% more damage when you soul burn, which is insane. Self-sufficient, you don't need to worry about bringing an attack buffer. You don't need to worry about bringing a crit chance buffer. You don't need to build more crit chance than 50% on him. He already has 27% crit chance just from Awakening. You just need 23% crit chance on him, which is ridiculous. For PvE content versus ice heroes, need even less. Over 30,000 damage, guys, versus Rem. That was with the soul burn. Like I told you, it's like almost 50% more damage when you soul burn, which is completely nuts. Completely nuts. So yes, 15% crit chance for free when you are at elemental advantage. So in his case, green versus ice, earth versus ice, you just need 85% crit chance. So you really don't need much on your gear to pull it off, right? It's 27 from Awakening. Take 15 off already. You're trying to just reach 85. You're getting 50% from the crit chance buff. So you are at 77% crit chance, which is insane. You just need 85. So you just need 8% crit chance on his gear for PvE content like Banshee or whatever ice content you're bringing him into. Wow. Like, definitely a top tier hero for PvE content. 3-star free-to-play god for sure in PvE content. Now for PvP, let me break it down. Is this hero worth it for PvP? In a control environment, he's definitely going to shine because self-sufficient and the numbers are there. Especially if you're trying to delete an ice hero, no problem. He will pull it off. You don't need as much attack. You don't need as much critical hit damage as me because as you can see, the numbers are super high. They're much higher than you actually need. So if Rem has like 20,000 health, right, an ice hero, you're gonna be able to pull it off. Even if they have Aureus, even if they have a barrier, like, that's the thing. And you can also drop your speed and have attack percentage main stats on your boots. I'm running speed set, guys. I'm running speed set. So that means that if you're pushing his combationist with another hero, what that means is that you can run him on attack set. You can run him on destruction. You can run him on other setups. Bring penetration set is going to help to push the damage, especially versus heroes with high amount of defense, high defense mitigation. But look at the numbers. I mean, some of these heroes are so tanky. Some of these heroes are not ice heroes. So you gotta keep that in mind. And he has extinction on skill number 3. If he does take a hero out using the skill 3, right, it also prolonged the duration of his buffs by 1 turn. So that's really good. He's going to have 100% uptime on his great attack buff, crit chance buff, which is great. If you don't down the target with skill number 3, then there's 1 turn where you're not going to have the great attack buff, you're not going to have the crit chance buff. So, of course, you know, sometimes you're not going to be able to crit the target. But at that point, you basically made things happen. As you can see, the teams that I'm running him with are pretty heavy on single target damage. And that's something that's good because, you know, man, like, just thinking about, like, all these super cancerous heroes in the meta, it's ridiculous. Angel of Light, Angelica, you know, like, when you have a hero like Ram, you need to focus her. If you attack another teammate, she's gonna counter your whole team. It's gonna be ridiculous damage. I mean, Seaside Bellona, not in the meta, but, like, if you attack multiple targets, she gets focused faster. And then I got called into a duo attack with Glenn, which gave her 5 focus, and she retaliated, and my team almost went down. That's ridiculous. Look at the damage. I mean, that is versus Fa and Cecilia, guys. You guys know how tanky these heroes are. So what that means is that you don't need as many stats as I have. Like, drop the speed, drop the attack and crit damage by quite a bit, and you're still gonna be fine. And like I said, I'm running speed main stats on my boots. So you have a lot of room to work with here. So he can fit in so many different team compositions because he's self-sufficient. If you somehow are able to boost his combat trueness, it doesn't need to be a non-attack skill. It can be like all sorts of ways, like Sash I-10 on a Ranger. It could be, I mean, like, I'm using Closer Charles, so that is not a non-attack skill. I could skip using the skill 3 of Challenge Domino. And sometimes there's a hero like Politis. There's a hero like Celine, right? You need to deal with these heroes before it's his turn, because they're just going to deal a lot of damage versus your team, disrupt you, and it's not going to be pretty. But if you build him slower than the rest of your team, you can handle them in advance, and you're going to be fine. You can do his self buff with, you know, his non-attack skill, and that's fine. Also, sometimes, maybe Conqueror Lilith opens on you. She drops a tag break on your team. He has it on himself, but when he uses the skill number 3, it will remove 1 debuff from himself after he applies great attack buff and crit chance buff. So if you have buff block on him, it will not be removed to apply the great attack buff and the crit chance buff. It gets removed after the buffs are applied. But, you know, any sort of debuff like attack break, defense break, decrease hit chance, like, he's going to be able to remove one of those. So that's really cool, really cool. He has hit chance on skill 3, 15%, on skill 2, and on skill 1. Both of his attack skills, 15% hit chance, very nice. And he has 5% hit chance for the whole team, including himself. Basically 20%. He is at 20% hit chance, which means he counters Moonlight Dreamblade, he counters evasion-based heroes. Like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. As a 3-star hero, that's a lot of value that you get out of this hero. So, in this team, it's ridiculous how much damage mitigation these heroes have. Well of Light, Crow, there's defense buff, there's Aureus. I mean, you guys know how hard it is to take down heroes like that. Water's Origin on Well of Light, it's ridiculous, like, how hard it is to take her down. But I gotta drop her here. She's going down. I don't want to attack Crow. I don't want him to horse and then she's gonna heal him, you know, or res someone. I don't want that. She's going down. Extinction, beautiful. Self-sufficient, great attack buff, crit chance buff, extinction on the target, massive damage, especially versus ice heroes. I mean, what else could he have? You got defense break on skill number 1, so you can bring him PvE content. You can use him to clear, you know, finish the fight off, land some defense break, maybe World Arena. You land defense breaks because, you know, you got more effectiveness as the battle drag on. So that's always real cool. But yeah, I really like where this hero stands now. He definitely has weaknesses. Non-attack skill, Politis, you know, Celine. It's definitely something you have to watch out for. Don't try to initiate with him. 110 base speed. He's going to get outsped. I mean, so many meta heroes with 128 base speed, 126, 124. It's not a hero you want to initiate. Don't put your best speed on him and expect him to one-shot everyone. It's not going to work, right? So just keep that in mind. But, I mean, he brings a lot to the team. He brings a ton of damage, a crap ton of damage. I mean, your team could have the flat attack imprint, so more damage for them. He brings 5% hit chance, could be useful. He's got 2% dual attack chance, so instead of 5% base, you're going to have 7%. So, you know, I've seen him quite a few times get called into a duo attack. It feels good because he hits real hard, and there's the potential of defense break as well for 2 turns. So that's real solid right there. So yeah, just a massive damage increase overall, survivability increase, utilities. It's beautiful. The crit chance buff really pushes the hero to another level, and I'm confident that this hero will be helping a lot of players out. You need to farm episode 3, chapter 2 to unlock him, but he's definitely worth it, especially for early game, pushing Banshee, pushing PvE content, and transitioning into PvP. Great addition to your account. Even mid-game and late-game players, the greatest thing, he doesn't need MolaGora. So that's beautiful. That's always cool. You know, a side project, put it on the back burner, but, you know, work toward it later down the line. Let us know what you guys think about the specialty change of Glenn in the comment section. That's it for this one. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all you do. Peace out for now.